laptop, and you could do maybe like desktop sound, but it's probably better just to listen to this ROM. So I'm going live right now, by the way, on YouTube.
Shit.
So you're live over there.
Live right now?
Yeah, we're live right now. So I don't really know, but the camera isn't like, I don't know if it's rotating. I'll go look at the macro. See if it actually rotates. Go over to OBS. Does this thing work? No. Okay.
You should probably get you a little baby mouse pad or something.
There's OBS. No. I want OBS. I want ATEM Mini. ATEM Mini macros. What happened to my macros?
Your laptop over there is like the workhorse, man. There's a lot of stuff on, a lot of things plugged into that thing.
Macros, right? Here it is. Auto test, play. So it should
work.
It says it's playing, so we'll see.
As they say, in theory.
Just looking at our levels, they look okay. But the camera's on used Dutch, so you got to give some gold on the show, the update on what we're doing and why we're doing it. You can also, anybody can call the baseball hotline. You want some bump music, buddy? Let me bump you in with our old Christmas stuff while we're doing
because we haven't changed it since we moved.
There you go.
I think it's hilarious. It's like, what is it? The 12th or something?
Yeah.
14th? I don't know.
We'll just go until the camera switches back a couple times to make a little mini show test.
Yeah, that's what we're doing here. This isn't
I got Tom Seaver. I got Seaver over. Go like that.
You know what I got right here?
I got Seaver right over your, I guess it's your right shoulder.
I've got a nice cool breeze in here. It feels good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Got some bump music, getting into the new studio. Can't even remember how to set stuff up.
I got a nice corkboard behind me, which will be filled up
just
at some point.
Covered with baseball cards, honestly.
Posters, whatever.
I don't know what to say. For the holidays, the one thing I got into around Christmas, and it was, I think, Infield Fly Girl. It's like a Twitter follow. Tweeted it. It did switch. Hi, cameras. Auld Lang Syne song. The Popcorn League. I don't know if you saw those tweets right around Christmas time. I was like retweeting her tweets, but it was like the Industrial League in Taiwan. It was like this crazy ass field, very urban environment. Looked like a train, like an elevated train went right down the like third base side.
Are they like playing in a train yard?
The Popcorn League. I'll say this. So here's what I know about the Popcorn League.
Why is it called the Popcorn League?
That's an awesome question. I'd love to answer for a show because I don't know.
You're supposed to know these things.
But it's cool that it's called the Popcorn League. So the Popcorn League is like when we got all psyched about like Team Nissan in Japan and like how they got like the industrial. I think it's kind of like that.
That's what I'm playing for, Team Nissan.
But it's also like in the winter. So dudes, I saw a tweet from like 2 years ago, so it's pretty stale, but it was like some like ex-major league guys that go play in Taiwan or whatever were, when the winter comes and they still want to like get reps playing baseball, they were playing in the Popcorn League. So it's actually pretty good baseball, but then there's like company players. There's like Ronnie from Shipping is fucking playing third base, so... but it was good baseball. Like the pitcher had good stuff, but he was like topping out at like 85 miles an hour. So
I personally think George in HR is probably the best player on the team.
Right, George in HR just dropping bombs.
He can't throw like he used to, but he can still put a high 90 or a high 70 up in there.
But it was a pretty kick-ass production. Like I think they had at least 2 or 3 camera angles with like graphics with his like batting average for the year and the logos, and they like switched and did like these cool swipes and transitions with the Popcorn League logo, and the announcers were, you know, speaking Taiwanese, but they had like good voices and were hyped up, and it was a kick-ass production for some Winter League baseball. And it was a weird ass time too, because like if you want to watch MPB or like Far East baseball, it's in the middle of fucking night or crazy early in the morning. This one was like at 1 p.m.
So who knows what the fuck
So it
that
like
time
showed
is.
up. It was like in the evening. It was like 9 p.m. You could watch a ball game in the States or whatever it was. I don't know. I just remember the time not being outrageous. So I was like, Popcorn League.
That's like when I was growing up and like the Rangers would go to Seattle to play.
Yeah.
The time difference. You know?
Well, my question was, because that's what I kind of remember. So I was like, dang, I'm so glad it was like a decent hour for me.
There was a game that I watched one time that it went to like 18 innings and it was like almost 2 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
Here, when I went to bed, I was a kid. Oh, it's cool because it also switches on the A10.
Oh, you
the
can
light.
see it.
Yeah,
We need to time it because I can't tell if it's doing 90s or like one of them's a 180. But it's gone back and forth a couple times. But I think it was like 9 o'clock at night because I think I was in bed with the missus and it was like, oh, sweet baseball. And then I was like, what time is it in Taiwan? So I Googled that and it was like 1 p.m. So my question is then if it's like Industrial League and you're like George from HR, you're like, dude, you're on the clock still. If you're hourly, you're like getting paid for that baseball game because it's like, what are you doing Friday? We have that meeting. Sorry, dude, I'm on the team. You're going to come out. And like everybody from the company gets to go. And then from like 1 to 4, you're playing baseball, but you're still getting your salary.
It could also work the other way too.
Right.
Like say they're like, hey, we got a game tomorrow with Honda across the street.
It's overtime.
And someone's like, well, I don't really feel like playing tomorrow. Well, you get paid by the hour, so you got to go. You don't want to get paid? You want to be
Or if the game's at
subordinate?
7 p.m., are you on the clock? Or is it like a bonus that shows up in your paycheck?
I think it's baseball players, they get overtime.
That's awesome. I would think it would be a perk, like a company perk, because it's kind of like marketing or whatever. You know, you're like a good home run hitter.
Yeah.
But there's good dudes, and there's like like the third baseman made an error that you're like, yeah, I don't think Manny Machado's making that error, but like they're like,
because of course
like,
Terry.
if you're a good college player or something, like if I could go back in time where I was like a 23-year-old flaming out of baseball, and I knew it was, I'm like, get on a plane, go to Taiwan, get a job in shipping and receiving for XYZ Corp, and then be like, dude, I play outfield.
So you
trying to make the team.
So you told them, like, someone will ask you, hey, why'd you move here from America? You know, from the States. I want to play for the team.
I don't know, but like it's a few more years of paid baseball.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool though to play with like, not like super badass players because everybody's sort of on the same level.
Well, there's like ex-pros. Like here's a.
Oh yeah.
As I'm looking at his autograph right now,
But I
so
feel
like
you feel like personally because there's not as many pros, you feel like okay, I have a chance in this league.
yeah, you get some more reps. You might have a chance. You'll probably do good in the league. If you do good in the league, then you can like show that tape and like come back and maybe sign because that league I think gets scouted.
Like you could be like a player maybe like almost some of his career in the MLB. Now you're kind of like bottom mid-tier guy, but you go over there, you could be a stud.
I don't know how it would work, but
Possibly.
It would be a very unorthodox, but I'm just looking at their autographs. So I'm thinking about like Chase Kang and Tapia, right? So like to me, Kang is a guy. I was like, dude, I guarantee if you gave that guy single A at bats, he might turn into something. And I'm not saying he's going to go to the pros and like be a Hall of Famer, but you don't know unless you give him that shot,
That's what I'm
right?
saying,
So like the dude was an athlete, had power,
some
a
dudes
lot of
develop
physical
later
ability,
on.
good hitter. Maybe you put him in A balls, like, I don't know, dude, hit 278 with like 9 dingers. Let's move him up to Double A, see how he does, and like you just get your shot. And like Tap was like, I think that dude just had leadoff ability at any level. But what if, you know, like you're a college player, you're like, oh man, I didn't get drafted because the draft's been super shrunk down. Minor League Baseball's been contracted. Guys like that probably get a shot. Go to Taiwan, you know. Make some computers and OBSs and ATM minis for us in a factory, or be like a manager or whatever. Play some ball.
Some people, like you were saying with King, some people develop later on in their career.
Yeah.
Like you can't look at their. I mean, obviously with his college career, you saw that.
I mean, I'm biased, but
yeah. Well, you saw
I
with his
still
college
think
career that he had potential.
Yeah.
So someone needs to be like, hey, dude, come play for us and let's see what you got.
Yeah. I'm rooting for all the underdogs who aren't getting drafted, because I honestly think
Luke Malone could be a very serviceable MLB pitcher.
Absolutely, but like I think if you take Luke Malone and you're like put him on University of Miami or something, then he's like, okay, well now he's going in the 16th round. It's same guy. It's just like scouts just think differently geographically, and I understand there's like they're going to see better hitting in like some of these college leagues, but you change speeds like that.
You ever notice that like some of the like it's not baseball with football, some of like the dudes that are badasses are from like smaller, not well-known schools sometimes.
Yeah.
Like Jerry Rice, I forgot what school he went to. He didn't go to like a big-time school.
Yeah. You know, like Terrell Owens and Walter Payton. These guys went to small colleges.
Like what was it? Terrell Owens with like Chattanooga or something.
Yeah. So I don't know, you know, but
sometimes it happens all the time. You know?
I'm too biased. I'm such a homer. Anybody that played for the River Monsters or out of these colleges around here, I'm just rooting for them.
Well, of course, you don't want to not root for them.
That's probably a long test show.
I agree.
But I miss podcasting because I actually been researching all kinds of crazy stuff, and I
just like shooting shit with people on anything.
It's all good, bud.
I can talk about anything.
Well, let's go back and look at our product and see how good or bad it is.
We're going to delete this video, right?
Probably not.
Let's keep it up.
Nobody's watching. Who cares?
For reference points.
Put everything up there. So, all right. We'll end the stream.
Someone's going to come along. Oh,